Good mathematical morning, because mathematically it's always morning somewhere.
As the world turns.
And our March challenge for this month,
Ooh.
wait for it, here it is. The topic for this month is...
Data analysis.
Data.
Ooh, data?
Do you say data? I say data.
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 Yeah.
Anyway, it's all the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're going to do is do some analysis of this data.
Analyze it.
Analyze some data.
I've analyzed some recent data.
Yes, perhaps data.
I think I hear a montage coming on.
Oh.
I've been charting data since I don't know when. Plotting points on a graph brings me joy to no end. Look at this graph, there's so much to learn, I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a line, look at it roll. Bar graphs, pictographs, you know what I think. Line charts, scatter plots can show everything. Whoa, data media, here we go again. Y, axis on a line graph. Data media, does it show again? Y, axis on a line graph. Don't forget about x-axis. Push these charts to the maxes. Y high, X is down low. Data media, now I really know. High, these graphs will always grow.
Topping the chart.
Me too. All right, grade ones.
Ready
John,
for the challenges.
what are the grade ones up to this month?
All right, here's your challenges. Grade ones, you guys are going to make 10. However you want to make 10. You got 10 fingers. So maybe take 10 food items and make 10 out of them. So this is 2 oranges, 4 eggs, and 4 lemons. Makes 10.
Yummy, yummy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
For extra credit, bonus time, try to make 20. That's if you're really feeling up to it. Go for the 20.
That's a tough one, but I bet you guys could do it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, grade twos. Grade twos. Your challenge is to make your own graph using the toys that you have at home. We did that here at the school, and it was awesome. One of our students sorted the toys by color. Another one of our students sorted toys by type.
Here's Eli, and he sorted all these animals. What did you sort by?
So, each by color, and the one who won was yellow. They had the most animals.
Most yellow.
Yep.
That's a lot of yellow.
And then
And then what did you sort by?
I sorted by animals. The animal with the most was the bunny. Second place, horse. Third place, sheep.
Which one had the least?
The pig.
Pig had the least.
Grade threes. Your challenge is to sort something you can find in your house into a bar graph, much like the grade twos. Now,
We were looking around in our school and we found our box of crayons and we were thinking, man, they're super disorganized. So Tate went and he organized them. Organized them.
I did, and now they're all nice and organized.
Oh. Oops. For a little while.
They were organized, yeah.
But our graph actually gave us some good data. It told us we had the most greens It also told us we didn't have very many whites.
That's true. And that's what we want you to do. After you make your graph, answer some questions about your data set. So, what is the most? What's the least? What's the difference between the most and the least? All right. You've got some fun challenges waiting for you.
Grade 4s, you guys are going to do some cool little pictographs. And the pictograph is going to be a many-to-one pictograph, which means you're using pictures to represent things. And the picture could represent more than just one. So if we look at this one here, each person on this graph actually represents 100 people. So we're looking at some pretty big numbers, 9,000, 2,600, and each of those people in this picture represents 100 people. This is books people read, and each book, if you look at the legend, represents 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This person read 12 plus a half, but that half isn't a half, it's a 1 because there represents 2. So 13 books is what the person read. And we did the same thing. We went to our library, and we wanted to sort our nonfiction or fiction books, and we had some students. They went through and they picked out a book for every 20, and we made a bar graph out of that. We made a graph, a many-to-one graph.
They were sorting fiction and nonfiction books, and in the end it turned out that there was more nonfiction books in our little library, 23 to 22, but they were for every 20 books. And so it would actually be 460 to 440 books.
It was a little bit misleading because our nonfictions were thicker. So we looked at that one.
All right.
Grade 5s. Grade 5s, you are going to take some secondhand data. Now, secondhand data means that it's not stuff you collect yourself. Secondhand. Find it on the internet, find it in a book, find it from somebody, and then you're going to make a double bar graph. Ooh, double your pleasure, double your fun. That's the statement of the great myth. Double bar graphs.
Double bar graph. Show us about this double bar graph here.
Sure. Okay, this is a double bar graph, and these graphs are great for comparing data side by side. This one is favorite foods in a class, and it compares girls to boys. So quickly looking at the graph, you can see pizza was the #1 preferred food, and almost double the amount of boys liked it than girls. It was 11 to 6. So yeah, super helpful graph when you're comparing two sets of data.
All right. Grade 6s, you have an awesome challenge that was demonstrated by Hunter when he came into the school. What we did is we put a bunch of different marbles in a bag, mixed them up, and then one at a time pulled them out, looked at them, wrote down what color it was, and then put it back at the bag, mixed them up again. And we did that 100 times. Woo! All right, after 100 times, we used the information we had gathered to guess how many of each color of marbles was in the bag. So your challenge is to do the same sort of thing. You don't have to use marbles and have someone else decide how many go in the bag at first. And then collect that data, one data point at a time. See if you can use some math to determine what was in the bag.
How did Hunter do?
Hunter did really good. He got most of the data absolutely correctly. Wow. Using his mathematical predictions, his math was perfect. But it wasn't exactly right.
I guess to get more accurate, you do more trials.
Yeah, if we had done maybe 1,000 marble pulls, it would have done even better.
1,000?
A thing that I discovered. When you reach over into a bag 100 times, your arm starts to get sore.
That's a good discovery.
That leads us right into our grade 7 challenge. Grade 7, we're leaving yours quite open. You get to decide what probability experiment you're going to do. Sinevi came into the school and helped us do one here. We decided, let's see if a level 1 fighter versus a zombie in Dungeons and Dragons, who's gonna win? Bing, 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 bing. So we calculated the theoretical odds, and in theory, the fighter should win 70% of the time, and the zombie should win 30% of the time. But then we ran some tests.
I got it. Zombie goes first. 6 plus 1, that's a 7.
The hero's down to 2 HP left.
Oh, you got a 3.
Oh no!
3, that's 5. So, first battle, this guy died. Initiative?
Hero goes first. Okay. Yeah, this might change things. It's goes first. 6. Oh yes, you got a 6 and a 1.
Oh man.
So this guy is
This
down
is close.
I got a 9, 11. This guy hits. This guy's -5.
So round 2 goes to the hero.
Yes, hero wins.
Battle number 3, the tiebreaker. Hero versus zombie.
The first test we ran, the zombie won.
He beat the odds.
That was surprising. But then we ran 2 more tests, and the fighter won both of those times. And so the more tests we did, the closer our experimental probability came to our theoretical probability.
Okay, grade 8s. You guys are going to look at some graphs. Go and find some. And there's some graphs that are effective and some that are ineffective. So find a graph that might be misleading, and maybe one that is good, or maybe take that misleading one and rechart it in a way that actually makes it more effective at representing the data. Here's a couple examples.
It looks like they did really good, doesn't it?
Wow, yeah, it does. But there's a trick here.
Oh.
This goes by 500, so it goes 0, 0, 500, and then another. But then it also jumps to 100, 200, 300. It's going by hundreds. So they've changed the scale on their y-axis.
Busted.
Here's another example of something that might be a little bit misleading. It looks like this is the average house prices in 98 and 99. And it looks like, whoa, 99, they went almost double, it looks like, right? But, again, we go over to the y-axis and we look at this, and you notice that they're just taking a small sample. They've cut out a lot of the graph down here, and so it kind of misleads you.
Busted.
Effective? Non-effective. So you can find or create graphs. We'll see how you do with that.
Right. Okay. Grade 9s. Grade 9s, you're going to take a toy model of something, like if you got a little giraffe, or you got some elephants, or you have a little toy car, and you're going to calculate what is the scale factor between the toy and the actual one.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. Yeah, 65.
And we found out that the scale factor was like, the real one was 65 times bigger than the small one. It's pretty cool.
Very cool. And
Okay.
can't forget about the bonus challenge. The bonus challenge this month is using any graph you like and any data set you like. Can you find the mean?
Median, and mode. Median, and mode. Median, and mode.
Mean, median, and mode.
So what does mean, median, and mode mean?
Well, the mean means the average.
The mean is the average.
If you need to find an average, add up all the numbers, divide them by how many there are, and that will be your average, the mean.
What's the median?
The median is the middle. So if you sorted all your numbers from lowest to biggest and found which number or numbers were right in the middle, those or that would be your median.
Median. How do you find the mode?
The mode is the easiest of them all. The mode is whichever number there's the most of.
Most.
Yeah, the mode is the most. And as always,
Okay, as always, may the odd things
and data sets
and the bar graphs
and the plot graphs
and the tally marks
all
all
be in your favor.
Yeah. Have fun with these challenges this month.
Do
And
indeed.
send them to us. We'll love to see it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Data. Data. Okay.
Da-da-da-da!
Do-do-do.
y-axis, something like that. Don't forget the x-axis. Push this truck to the maxis. Why things is in the
I might need to order.
Double, double, double. Move your mouth. And double, double, double.
Yeah.